Hi friends, welcome you to my channel Adians HR. In my previous video, we learned what is CTC and what is the CTC structure. Now in this video, we will learn how to prepare CTC breakup, what is the statutory payroll compliances, and also we will learn to prepare CTC annexure in MS Excel. So let us start. Explanation of CTC breakup. As an HR professional, we need to prepare CTC annexure. Also, for an employee, he or she must should understand the details of the salary offered to them. The salary breakup is the segregation of the CTC amount consideration with parameters set by the government. This is the details statement of total compensation paid to the employees. This contains various components like basic salary, dearness allowance, house rent allowance, special allowance, etc. Now question arises, why need for salary breakup? There are various compliances like Provident Fund, Professional Tax, ESIC, Income Tax, LWF, etc., whose calculation is based on the component. For example, Provident Fund is 12% of basic salary, ESIC based on the gross. Also, it is required for the company's bifurcation of expenses in their financial statement. Now we will understand pay heads of CTC breakup. Salary is comprised with three key mechanisms. First is basic salary, second is allowances, and third is deduction, which include PF, PT, ESIC, TDS, and other deductions. What is basic salary? Basic salary of any CTC component is a fixed amount which is around 40 to 50% of total salary. Basic salary also may differ according to the type of industry and designation of employee. Being the core component of salary, many payroll compliances contribution is based upon the basic salary. For instance, Provident Fund 12% of basic, gratuity 4.81% of basic, etc. Basic salary is fully taxable. What is other allowances? In accordance with company policy, industry and job profile, allowances are provided to employee which is above the basic component. Hence, allowances may differ from company to company. For some allowance, there are provision for tax exemption, like for HRA exemption 1013A, etc. These are scheduled reimbursement. Some allowances are those for them there is no any specific name listed in the exemption list in income tax. For example, mobile allowance, etc. These are unscheduled reimbursement. Now we will see in details. First is dearness allowance. To mitigate the impact of inflation, some amount of percentage of basic is paid to the employee as per the government defined rate. Number second, house rent allowance. Employees living in the rented home can take the tax benefit by opting the house rent allowance. For claiming the tax benefit, employee must need to furnish rent receipt. Number third is leave travel allowance, LTA. LTA is very beneficial component in terms of saving the tax, as this allowed to claim the expenses made on domestic travel under section 10(5), and mode of travel may be air, railways or public transport. Number fourth, books and periodical allowances. Employees avail these allowances to meet the expenses incurred for purchase of books, newspapers and periodicals. Employees get the exemption in tax to extent of the actual amount spent toward the purchase of books and periodicals. Number fifth, mobile allowance. Employees avail this allowance to meet the expenses incurred for paying the bills of mobile telephone. Employees get the exemption in tax to the extent of actual amount spent against these telephone and mobile bill payments. Here we can say that gross salary is equal to basic plus allowances. Now what is deduction? What is deduction? To figure out the net payment, we subtract some amount from the gross salary. Those deductions are as below: Provident Fund, ESIC, professional tax, income tax, salary advances. Now we will learn how to prepare CTC annexure in MS Excel. Here you can see I have a CTC amount of INR 6 lakhs annually. which has been bifurcated with the allowances and retirement benefits. Here is the complete MS Excel with formula. You may also download this Excel workbook. Link is given in the video's description. Here you can see the CTC is given INR 6 lakhs in cell B2. Basic salary has been considered 50% of cell B2, which is INR 3 lakhs. House rent allowance has been considered 40% of basic, which is INR 1,50,000. LTA has been considered 1 month of basic amount. Books and periodicals allowance is as per the company policy. Mobiles allowance and internet bills is also as per the company policy. The total of above allowances is considered as a gross salary. Now we will talk about retirees part. Employer Provident Fund considered 12% of basic. It may also INR 1800 per month. Gratuity has been considered 4.81% of basic. A statutory bonus 8.33% of basic. Here basic may vary from state to state as per the minimum wages of that state. Employer ESIC 3.25%. If gross is less than or equal to INR 21,000 per month, then it is applicable. Here I would like to aware you that the special allowance INR 14,580 is the balancing figure, which has been derived by subtracting all allowances and retirement benefit from the CTC amount. Net salary. Now we will talk about the net salary. Likewise, employee also contributes some statutory compliances like Provident Fund, which is 12% of basic, ESIC, which is 0.75% of gross if gross is less than 21,000 per month. Professional tax deducted according to the state. So here you have seen how to prepare the CTC annexure. You may also refer our blog to know more in details. Hope this will help you to understand the CTC breakup and help you to prepare employees CTC annexure. Thanks for watching. Please do like and subscribe my channel.